pi. Base radius is root 5 minus 2. Why this one got no sound? Okay, so cylinder volume is pi r square h. So pi r square h. I put in the volume. Okay, and then I put in my radius. So first thing you cancel out is the pi. Don't expand it out. Second thing is go and expand this. So 5 minus 4 root 5 plus 4. So you will end up having 9 minus 4 root 5 h. So once you are done with that step, bring the 9 minus 4 root 5 down to divide. So I need to see this first. I need to see this fraction. So this is the method mark. Okay, and then you rationalize by multiplying by its conjugate pair. So this is the method to rationalize. So final step. Okay, if you expand carefully, 36, 18 root 5, 16 root 5, and then 40 at the end. So you end up having 76 plus 34 root 5 for h. So do it diligently and carefully. You should be able to get the first 3 marks. As real. Okay, next one. You want to solve this question. The first important thing is if you square like that, it doesn't remove the square root for each term directly like this. You cannot do that. So what I would recommend you to do is to bring one of the square root to the other side before you square. Yes. So that you can square both sides. Because if you square these two, right, you will introduce a very complex middle term. Because it will end up having this a square minus 2ab. No, there is a middle term that you all always forget. A plus b square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. The middle term here. So we don't want to square directly here. We want to bring over and square. Who is singing?
Marius is singing.
Marius.
Say you swear.
Okay, so when you square both sides, 2x minus 5, then you get... Shh. Your math fantastic already, is it? Full marks like Ben, is it? Okay, so a square minus 2ab plus b square. So remember there is a middle term. A lot of you always get Surt's equation wrong because you did too much generalization. Raj, one more time you come back. Too noisy already. Okay, so if you simplify, the 2x is gone. Okay, bring this 25 over, you get minus 30. Okay, and then divide by negative 10 on both sides. So you have 3. So you square both sides, you get 9, not 6. And then x is just 4.5. Okay, so remember, you cannot square everything and then all the square root just magically disappear and then you get a 25. This one nonsense, straight away 0. So don't do this kind of things, you know it's wrong. Okay, bring over, and you rarely square when there's 2 square root on the same side. You have to bring 1 to the other side so that the problem gets simplified. Okay, next one. Okay, I wait for you to be done, then I shift over. Okay, first thing first, this one. If you observe carefully, this number, this number here is strictly smaller than this one. When you take a square root of a smaller number, okay, it is smaller. So let's set this down first. This one is always greater than this. Can you see that? Because this number is bigger than this number. 2x is always greater than 2x minus 5. True or not true?
Maybe.
Always true. Okay? So when you square root, this number is still bigger. So when you shift this to this side, it's telling me that this number is smaller. So if this is a negative number, okay, it cannot be equals to 5.
Miss Hong, shouldn't be the other way around.
No, I want it to be like this.
No, I'm talking about if you subtract a smaller number from the bigger number, shouldn't it be?
That will be positive.
No, because you're subtracting the smaller number because it's minus 5 with the bigger number. So
No. I'm just shifting this to this side so that I will get this.
Oh.
Yeah, I want it to look like that. So I realized that the difference between these two terms is negative. It can never be equals to 5. Therefore, there is no solution. So some of you work very hard. You went to bring the square root over, expand, and then solve it and realize that there's no solution. That is also fine, but it's only 1 mark. You don't want so much effort for that. But it is also correct. Okay, so this one, the explanation is just that. Yeah, so become like that. Then you go and square both sides. Also can. You try to solve it. I just try to prove that the square root of a smaller number is always bigger than the square root of a bigger number. I bring it over, it's always negative. So it can never be equal to 5. Okay? This one, second part, when you see very complex power, don't be scared. Just treat it like a normal algebra problem. It says show that this is a factor. So what you do is sub in P as 1 into the equation. So deal with it like it's a normal question. You go and see 1 to the power of 1 million is still 1. It's 1 multiplying itself numerous times. So this is still 1. Then this one, you just expand in, you get minus k minus 1 plus a k here. So you simplify, you get 0. When it's 0, you know by factor theorem, since the remainder is 0, therefore x minus 1 is a factor. So I just need you to sub in and show me that it's 0. Second, they say put in k as 4. So follow the instructions carefully. Put in k as 4 into the expression. So I'm just following the steps. So whatever they tell you, you follow first. Okay, so I just put in what they say. Next, they tell me that the remainder is 40 if I sub in x as 3. So I'm going to use remainder theorem. By remainder theorem, if I sub in x as 3, they tell me remainder is 40. So use the whatever they give you and translate into the statement. So now I put in my 3 into the equation and they tell me it's equal to 40. So I go and simplify. So this thing here is 45. So it will be quite a neat solution because you end up having 81 here. So you shift the minus 41 here to add, you get 81. 81, you can change it to a base 3. So this is an indices problem. So 2n must be equals to 4, n must be 2. So just embrace the information, what they give you, and write it out. Then you see where it leads you to. Don't be too overwhelmed when you see this expression like that. Mati, you cannot do. must be some nonsense question. No, you just follow the step and just pull through it. We won't give you anything that you cannot handle or we have not taught you. So just sub in and see where it leads you. Okay, part 2. They say use the K that we give you in part 1, which is 4. Use the N that you have solved in part 1. And then use it to solve Px equals to 0. So I'm going to sub in the values I have. X4, 5x squared plus 4. Okay. Wait, Ravan, is that related to math? Halal or not? Okay, to this question when you look, some of you work very hard. I saw you trial and error, long division, and then finally solve it. But if you look at it properly, let A be x squared. This is a squared minus 5a plus 4. If you factorize, it is just a minus 4, a minus 1. You don't even need to trial and error, long division and solve. You just have to factorize this way. So 2 solution. And then put back your x squared. So your answer is just plus minus 2 or plus minus 1. So B part 2, this is how you solve. Yeah. So that one is just 1.
Okay, guys, the next time someone talks, give them a standing ovation.
Ashfield, you just go out and stand there and clap for yourself. Because you are the one talking. Yes. This one. Another way is you factorize directly. That's all. You see this way. So if you can see that this is x squared minus 4, x squared minus 1, then you can also solve directly. Okay? If not, you have to trial and error. Then long division. Then factorize completely. Too much effort for 2 marks. Okay? But if you have time during exam, you can do that. Okay, if I can tell you very objectively, I think this time round the WA paper is very straightforward. You know. So if we ask you about anything, it is what it is. That means there's no trap, there's no nothing. So if you know your rules properly, everything conceptually, how to solve certs, how to rationalize cert, how to solve your polynomial, your remainder theorem, factor theorem, your partial fractions, you know all your rules proper, then this paper is very doable. Yeah, there's no trap. I don't see any trap. So there's no reason why you cannot pass.
Is the quality of the paper easy?
You only got one factor. You start with x as 1, right? The only thing you can get is x minus 1 is the factor. After that, you need to go and factorize. Yeah, you really not solving. You only get one solution. Solving, huh? Yeah? It's either you group the x, make the x the subject of formula, or you have to square something. It's only these 2 types. Yes, if you can. If you cannot, means it must be square one. You must square somewhere. So that is friendlier to factorize. Anything can be tested. I really don't know. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Then they tell you.
I didn't see that.
40 is, if I bring it to the English, I'm not minus.
Yes, correct. Okay, next page. Yes. Easier than this.
Compare with your
I
paper.
think comparable.
This one.
Comparable.
Compare to your paper.
Which one is my paper?
2034.
I forgot already.
Was one impossible question. It's one
Okay, just be careful, okay? You all are not revising hard enough for A math at the moment, that's why. Okay, this one. Shh. When you see two terms, you must think of soap. But if they are not perfect cubes, you must factorize first. So if you take out the 2, this is 3, 4, 3. This is x cubed. Then for sure, it must be 2 cubes. So when you see there is 2 cubes, you can apply soap already. So soap means same sign, opposite sign, always positive. So what is the formula? Is A minus B, A square, AB, B square. No 2 here. No 2 here, remember that. Because when you fully expand out, there's no 2 in the formula. So this one, you put in the 7, put in the x. This one is 7 square, so write 49. This one is 7x. This one is x square. So all I need to see is this entire thing to get your 2 marks. Okay? Next, they say hence, can you solve this thing equal to 0? So just equate this expression to 0. So one solution is x equals to 7. The other one is this thing. So when you try to solve it, you realize discriminant is b squared minus 4ac, which is negative. So this part has no real roots. This shows to you that you only have one real root. This expression has only one real root.
When do you bring in discriminant?
Bring in the what?
Discriminant.
Yes. Where, or if you don't want, you can use quadratic formula and show me no solution. Also can. Okay?
Is it when they say like whether there's 2 or more roots? Like,
When they say one real root, usually this one got no solution. But if they never say anything, then you solve them normally. This one you can use quadratic formula. Yeah. Can Okay, so this is if soap is tested. Is soap always tested? Not necessarily over the years for O levels. Okay, but for the sake of WA, may or may not be. I don't know. Yes.
Can you evaluate the paper?
Evaluate.
Yeah. The
After you do that, I will evaluate. Okay, this one. First thing, degree is the same. So must long division first. So this is the first step. If you don't do long division, you are going to lose big. So always check if it's proper or not. If it's improper, please go and do long division first. So 5x cubed plus 25x. So you subtract, left with 12x squared minus 17x minus 15. Some of you forgot to bring the 15 down. Okay, then cannot do already, right? So this is actually equals to 5 whole. And then this is the partial fraction I want to see. Okay, so this is the new proper fraction that I want to split. So I'm going to deal with this one starting from the next part. So I bring this down to split now. So I split it into a linear one and a non-factorizable quadratic. You take out common factor x. Okay, so these are the two I need to see. So first mark is you making it proper. Second mark is you splitting it into the correct one. Third mark is multiplying everything by LCM. So you end up having this thing, okay, and then the last one, this one. So for this question, it will be good for you to just compare. Because if you expand properly, you will end up having very nice and neat expressions like this. So comparing is the easiest way for this question. So first thing you compare is the one that you can get your answer directly, which is A is -3. So you compare constant term, A is -3, first one. Second one, you can compare probably your x squared term. So 12 is A plus B. But A you already know is -3. So B is 15. Third one, you compare your x term. So -17 is equal to C. Done. So once you get your A, B, C, that's 2 marks here. Any one mistake -1. Okay, last mark is to put everything back here. So your answer is 5 whole. -3 over x. Your A is -3. Remember to simplify it. Instead of putting plus -3, you should put -3 here. And then plus 15x minus 17 over this. So your final answer is these 3 things. That's why they say a sum of 3 partial fractions. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So when they write this, don't be scared. Naturally, your answer will end up as what they want. They just specify only. Okay? This is end of year paper questions. I took out all the relevant one and put in the mock test for you. I didn't create from nothing. So partial fraction, you do properly, you can get 5 to 6 marks. 5 to 6 marks. So please do it carefully and properly. Okay, last question. Coordinate geometry. Your favorite now. Okay, good. Cause coordinate geometry is another 8-9 marks probably. Yes. X squared plus 5x. The top is x squared. Then long division still need. Yes. Recap the formula. Okay, tomorrow I got 3 period. I shall do that. Go through what? Oh, yeah. Okay, I will also go through coordinate geometry worksheet tomorrow. So if you have not done, catch up, please. Yep. You what? Okay, I print and put in my locker today. Okay, this one, after school you take? I put soft copy? No, it's all in the Google Classroom, but just that it's split up in papers. I took from 2025, 2024, 2023, WA3, all the WA3 coordinate geometry. Yeah, I don't have a separate one like that. I printed one by one. Yeah.
I don't have the all.
Yeah, I don't have the all-in-one. Yes. Okay. This one, they asked me to explain why PQ is perpendicular to this. So first thing you can tell me, PQ is on the y-axis. Okay, PQ is on the y-axis. And since the y-coordinate of Q and R, okay, are the same. Okay, it is parallel to, QR is parallel to the x-axis. Therefore, PQ is perpendicular to QR. Because one is a vertical line, the other one is a horizontal line. So because this is parallel, okay, it must be 90 degrees with one another.
Can you just write that one for perpendicular?
Can. Okay, next one. They say the diagonal QS, this one, is a perpendicular bisector of this PR. That means it cuts it into half. So first thing first, if I need to find the equation of QS, I need the gradient of QS. So what is the gradient of QS? I need to first find gradient of PR. So I put in the coordinate, P is 0, 3. So PR is 3 minus 1 over 0 minus 2. So you get negative 1 as the gradient of the line PR. So QS, remember, it is always the negative reciprocal of this value. What does negative reciprocal means? Means you reverse the sign here to be positive and then you flip the fraction here. So actually this gives me 1. For example, if the gradient of my first line is half, gradient of my second line that is perpendicular to it will be negative 2. Flip the fraction. If I have gradient of the first line minus 1/3, I want to find gradient of the perpendicular line. I reverse the sign and flip. So becomes 3. So you all need to see the pattern. Because when you multiply these two, they must always give you minus 1. Remember that if they are perpendicular. So that's why I get this. If you show me this, you get your first mark. Second mark is the midpoint of PR. Okay, second mark is the midpoint of PR. So I add the 2x coordinate divided by 2. I add the 2y coordinate divided by 2. So I end up having 1, 2. Yes. Because I need 1 point. Oh, actually, if you don't find this, it's also fine. You can use Q. Because Q is also on the line. So you need not find midpoint. So finally, equation, big Y minus small y, gradient, big X minus small x, you will get Y equals to X plus 1. So this is the equation of QS. Okay, so definitely we'll test you on gradient of perpendicular line, midpoint formula, equation of perpendicular bisector, area using shoelace. So these are the new things for A Math. It cannot go anywhere beyond that. The quadrilateral we give you can change like any shape. Parallelogram, trapezium, kite, anything. Okay, so the concept won't change. Make sure you can do. Okay, last one. The kite. You use shoelace method, they tell you is 10. So I start from 1 point, any point you choose. So let's say I start from 0, 1, this one. So I start from 0, 1, then 2, 1. Let's call this x, y. Then I go back 0, 3. Remember the first point must repeat. Okay, wait, yes. P, Q, R, yes, but you can start from any coordinate, but go anti-clockwise. Then P, Q, R, S. Anti-clockwise. Yeah, anti. You look at the clock, the opposite direction. Okay, listen, Shh. The only thing is this. This one, right? Actually, you can change. Because this point lies on this line, which is this equation. So when x is x, your y is x plus 1. So actually, instead of putting this as x, I can put this as x plus 1 because my y value is x plus 1. Then you can solve it straight away. Because this point lies on this equation, right? So if I sub in my x value as x, y is x plus 1. So I can replace this as x plus 1. So I don't have to solve simultaneous again. So 0 times 1, 0. 2x plus 1 plus 3x plus 0. So this one no need to write. Minus the opposite of the shoelace, 0, 0, x, and 2.
Did you replace s with x?
Okay, so eventually, if I bring the half over to divide, this one become 20. This one is 2x plus 2 plus 3x minus x minus 2. So I get 4x is this. So x is 5. So s would be 5, 6. Okay, so and then they tell me that AC is 212 unit. So that's the length. And then the area is 35 unit square.
Wait, Miss Kwan, which W3 paper is this?
2025. Okay, so this is the area. So in order to solve for this question, you have to use whatever given information they give you to help to solve this problem. So first one is probably shoelace method. So area of triangle ABC is half. And then you start from one of the point and then go in an anti-clockwise manner. So let's say we start from, okay, I will avoid starting from AB because I don't want to repeat AB one more time. So I will choose to start from C. So 2, 1, then followed by 2, negative 4, AB, and then I repeat 2, 1. So remember the first point that you started off with, you must repeat. Okay, and then your formula will always have a half in front of it. Okay, so if you go and multiply, tie up your shoelace. Okay, and then you subtract the other group, which is the opposite part of the shoelace. So 2B, negative 4A, and 2. So this whole group is equal to 35. So what you can do is you can divide by half and get 70 here first. Okay, go and simplify the expression inside. So 2B cancels out. You end up having 5A minus 10. Okay, so normally there's two outcomes. So one is that this number is actually equal to 70. There's also another outcome where this number is equal to negative 70. But because I dropped the sign. So there's two possible outcomes. So here is 80, A is 16. So this is the answer you want because A is positive. The other pair that you will get would be negative 12. So this is the one that you will reject. Okay, so usually there's two solutions for shoelace method. One positive, one negative. And then you solve accordingly. Yes, alternatively, if you never show this part, because you already know that this is positive, you won't be penalized also. Sorry?
Why can't A be negative?
The question say it's positive.
Why is there a negative?
If both the solutions are positive, they will give you an even tighter restriction here, probably greater than 5, so that you will be able to choose one. Yeah. Because remember, whatever value you get inside, be it 70 or negative 70, we will only write 70 because the absolute sign only asks us to take the number out and ignore the sign. So there is a chance that the number inside can be equal to positive 70 or negative 70, just that we drop the sign. Yes. So you have to consider two cases. But for this example, because they already tell you A is positive, if you never show this, we won't penalize. Okay? Next one is they want you to find the possible values of B. Yes. If they say it's positive, you can leave the two lines there. It won't affect anything. Okay, next one is positive, possible values of B. They gave me that this line is root 212. So you can use the distance formula. X minus x squared plus y minus y squared. And then it's equals to square root 212. So since both has a square root, you can drop it. This is for this. And this is for this. I already know that A is 16, so I can put it here. This is 14 square. Okay, so instead of expanding, you could actually just keep the square there first so that the calculation is simpler. What is 212 minus 14 square?
A big number.
It's 16. Yes. So all you have to do is take a square root. So you get plus minus 4. So B is 5.
Wait, Miss, why can't we put 4 square? And then because 4 square is equal to B minus.
But you eliminated the negative one. If you change this to 4 square and then you compare this with this, you omitted the negative answer. Yeah. Yes.
If the diagram is like this, right, then it told in the question PQRS.
Yeah.
Then this one is in the clockwise. So do we like do it?
Yeah, we do like this, opposite.
But in the question,
Anti-clockwise. No, just make sure that the running order follow the question. Can it be? Yeah, where you list out the coordinate. Okay, so these are the two possible values of B. So this is one possible question you can see for coordinate geometry. This is the type that they don't give you diagram, but you can still do the math behind it. Okay, there's another type where there's diagram. So you should be expecting either got diagram, no diagram, or both. Can I? Okay, this paper there's one more coordinate geometry problem. Let me change to the next page. Can I? Okay, let me look at this one. Question 6. Can you look for the question in your paper? I don't know whether it's in a running order. This is also from 2025 WA3. Okay, so this question tells you it's an isosceles triangle and M is 2, 0 and it happens to be the midpoint of PQ. So P is 0, 5. I don't know what is Q, but I can let it be XY. You can let it be AB, any letter you want. So in order to find coordinates of Q, we use the midpoint formula. It is equal to 2, 0. So question gives you the midpoint. You use the formula to help yourself. So 0 plus x divided by 2. 5 plus y divided by 2. And is equals to 2, 0. So compare it and solve accordingly. So x plus 2 is 2. So x is 4. The other one, 5 plus y over 2 is 0. So y is minus 5. So this tells me that Q is 4 minus 5. Okay, it's a good habit for you. Every time you find an answer, go and update your diagram. If not, you will forget that you have that information. Okay, next one. They say, can you then find the equation of MR? Okay, although they don't tell you, but actually this one is a midpoint that cuts it into half. Right? And then because it's an isosceles triangle, when you drop a line from the top point, right, it is always perpendicular to the base. So actually this line is a perpendicular bisector. Although they don't say it. Yes. Yes. So remember, when you have an isosceles triangle, and if you drop a line to the base, right, it is always perpendicular to it. This is a property of isosceles triangle. Okay, so in order to find gradient of MR, I need to find the gradient of PQ. So gradient of PQ is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So 10 divided by minus 4. So minus 2.5. Or minus 5 over 2. Okay, so gradient of MR, which is perpendicular to this, is the negative reciprocal. So negative reciprocal means you reverse the sign and then you flip the fraction. Yes.
M1 times M2.
Yes. So if you reverse the sign and flip the fraction, you end up getting 2/5. Or you can use M1, M2 equals to -1. Same thing. So I know the gradient of this line already. I know the midpoint is 2, 0. Then I can find equation. Correct. Okay, so this is the equation I want. So I hope you can see that coordinate geometry is a topic included to help you, not to sabo you. So you must manage it. Sabo it back.
I need to study more than. I don't want to study.
Okay. Yeah. I'm coming back. Okay, part C wants me to find the area of the triangle, the coordinate of R, and they tell me that this is 3A and A. Okay, they also tell me that the area is 58, so I could use the shoelace method to find area of triangle PQR. So half, I will choose one point and go anti-clockwise. So when you forget during exam, look at the clock, go opposite direction from the second hand. Okay? Is it not moving? It is, right? Opposite direction. Okay, so go this direction. Choose a point that is easy to use. So I will always choose the point that has a 0 in it because I want to zero things out as much as possible. So 0, 5, I start first. Then I go to 4, -5. I go to 3AA, and then I go back to 0, 5. Okay, so remember to repeat the first point you started off with. So tie your shoelace. So the first one, you will have 4A plus 15A. The second one, okay, the opposite tying, you will have minus 15A and 20. So this is equal to Ravan, right? I can hear you from here. Yeah, but you talk to Raj. Raj cannot follow. I hear you, I cannot teach. Okay, Raj, why you are all over the place? What? You see, that's why you off topic. Okay, 116. When you 58 divide by half, you get 116. And then inside the absolute sign, you get 19A plus 15A minus 20.
So just 4A minus 20.
34A minus 20 is this. So same thing, you have two possible answers. 34A minus 20 could be 116 or it could be negative 116. Yes, so you solve accordingly. So this is 136, then you divide. Okay, this could be, is it 96? 20. Yeah, negative 9. Then you divide. But this one you will reject. Did they tell you something? Okay, they tell you A is positive. So this one you will reject because A is positive. So don't need to evaluate. What is this value? Is it a nice number? What is 136 divided by 34? 4. Oh, nice. So A is 4 means R is 12, 4. Okay, so once you solve for the coordinate, then 3 marks will be yours. Oh no, 2 marks only, stingy. Oh no, 3. Okay, so from just now that question and this question now, just now it was 4 marks, this one was 8, so total 12 marks. So it could be a third of your paper. So make sure you can do coordinate geometry. And yeah.
We use the negative.
Usually we will consider 2 case, but when they say positive, actually this one don't need to show because you know this one will be negative.
Or if they say A less than 0.
Yes, then you show the negative one. Yeah, but good to consider both lah, then reject one. Okay, so that is 2025. We have 10 minutes. I think we can look at 2024 too. It's Marius, like up to something like that. Okay. Later got 2 period. You all want one more worksheet?
Yes.
Okay, can. Let me make one. Okay, never mind. Oh, slot in the hardest question. You're very interesting.